time. Who wants to fight some dogs?
This doesn't sound like bitterness at all.
How about the time their first 1,000-yard rusher, they stopped the game to give him the ball, and he ended the game with 995 yards? Would you like to talk about the time Jerry Rice scored 5 touchdowns on Charles Toast Demery in 1990, while Dion's on the other side doing I don't know what? How about the time the head coach left the letter in lockers because he was going to quit his job because the quarterback got caught dogfighting?
Bobby Petrino, yeah, that was good.
How about the time they scored 2 points in a playoff game? Uno dos.
Yeah, there's that.
Or maybe when they blew a 17-point lead in the second half of the NFC Championship game. I could have told you all those things were going to happen.
What it is, folks, it's your boy Ill Will Huntingtv reporting live from where the wild things are, and you are now rocking with the best. Today, I just wanted to kind of discuss, if you haven't already noticed from the clip, what Bun Money Jones said about the Atlanta Falcons, which is that they have been on the cusp of greatness only to fall flat on their faces numerous times. And this year, I am weirdly optimistic that we are going to actually triumph and not only get past the initial round of the playoffs, but Super Bowl win. I'm gonna just say it. We're going to the Super Bowl and we're going to win it this year. Now, I know that sounds preposterous to a lot of you, but just hear me out. We have arguably one of the greatest quarterbacks playing currently. Listen now, stat for stat, whatever you want to say about the game that will not be mentioned, the bowl that will not be mentioned, stat for stat, Matt Ryan lines up with the best of them. In addition to that, in our skill positions, we have King Julio and Calvin Ridley, who I am sure is going to have a breakout monstrous season. There's no doubt. If you have been watching his videos, his snaps, the guy is a machine, literally. He's a robot the way he just navigates his routes. It's a thing of beauty. Julio is Julio, so King Julio, enough said. You know, it's Julio Jones. And then also we have Laquan Treadwell and a couple of other additions that I think will fit in nicely with our core that we already have there. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about Todd Gurley, who I believe is in for a breakout season. A former Georgia Bulldog. Well, you'll always be a Georgia Bulldog. So a former resident of Georgia and now coming back, he has a special place in the hearts of Georgia fans everywhere, I know, and he feels that. So him coming, it's a bit of a homecoming for him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I believe he's going to show out. And of course, with our new additions on the O-line, we have a couple of just really, really good tackles, I think. I think Jake Matthews, while not overrated or underrated, I think it's Jake Matthews. You get what you get with it. He's been steady, so that's about as much as you can ask. You don't hear much from him, and that's always a good thing when it's your O-lineman. We also have a right tackle, Caleb McCary, and Chris Lindstrom, the right guard, if I'm not mistaken. They both were first-round draft picks last year. Injuries happened, but I think they started to pick it up, and I'm looking forward to a full healthy season from both of them. I believe they are going to be kind of shocking, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, we have James Carpenter and Alex Mack, who, of course, if you know Alex Mack, along with Jake Matthews, those are just names that you just know if you're a fan of offensive linemen and, of course, Falcons. You just know that those guys, Alex Mack, holds it down, makes sure that everyone in the line gets their proper positioning. He's smart, he's tough, it's all you can ask for in the center, and of course, the leader of the lineman crew. Now, in addition to that, now the defense is where it gets shaky. I remember there was a lot of talk about Vic Beasley and Tack. They were supposed to be this 1-2 dynamic. I bought into it. I really am honestly disappointed in Vic. Like, Vic Beasley's situation was, considering his play and the level of ability he has, there's no reason he shouldn't have thrived in that system. So I'm not sure what happened. He had that 1 year where he got off, and then it seemed like once teams schemed for him, he was unable to counter scheme. So if that makes sense. And I think he would have done a lot more if he was given the chance to like, actually, I don't know. I don't want to call him lazy, but I just don't feel like he really put in the effort to be as great as he could have been in Atlanta. And that's just a disappointment. Tack, on the other hand, I remember his draft. I really am big on Tack. I really do believe that he's going to put it together this season and actually have a hell of a season. So I'm looking forward to them, him, of course. Vic Beasley is now gone, I think, Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Tack actually having a breakout season alongside Dante Fowler, our newest addition. I love his energy. I love what he brings to the table. He's a Florida boy, so you know how they get down. So I really believe him linking up with Dan Quinn and that energy that he brings, we need that. We need that feeling in Atlanta. Like, I like people that bring out the energy of Georgia, and more specifically when you're in Atlanta, like, you just need players that are about that. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So on that end. Now, of course, you have DeAdrian Sanat, who I'm hoping will have a really good season, a breakout season actually, and John Kaminsky, who has been serviceable, and I think he's going to continue to do good as well. But of course, my man Grady Jarrett. Shout outs to Grady Jarrett. Like, he is what I envisioned Vic Beasley being for Atlanta. Like, that's just kind of how I also thought he would be. But Grady Jarrett, I am so happy with him. Like, he can do no wrong in my heart. Like, I will defend Grady Jarrett as one of the best defensive tackles in the league. Top 5 guaranteed against anybody. He's Geno Atkins-esque, if you understand what I mean. You don't really hear about him. He doesn't get all the shine, but the guy's a legit monster. You can't see on the tape in the field. He plays because he loves the city. He loves the state. And he understands, so it's just one of those things where I'm big on him. I'm expecting great things from him as always. Deion Jones is coming back. A healthy Deion Jones would be great. For Seydou Oluokun, I hope I said that, Oluokun, Oluokun. I want to make sure I get his name right. They have been a good 1-2 punch. Deion Jones just has to stay healthy, but he's one of the best sideline, if not the best sideline to sideline linebacker in the league, if you ask me. Of course, Homer, but I just believe it. So I'm looking forward to that tandem and just their whole team. I just want to see that rotation stay fresh. Now, at the skill positions on the defensive end, you have the new additions of AJ Terrell, and then you also have to pair with Isaiah Oliver, if I'm not mistaken, and Kendall Sheffield. For some reason, that name sticks out in my head as well, and Bendy Ray Wilson. I believe that's a good rotation. Now, I want to see what they do. I do believe that they are young, so mistakes are going to happen. If you're thinking they're just going to come out and just have prime time-like numbers their first year, that's just, you're kind of like, you just need to bring it down a little bit. But with the addition of Terrell, who I think everyone takes that LSU game and make it seem like he was just terrible. No, that was just one of the best offensives, not of just that season, but ever. So you're going to have those plays, but if you take over the totality of his entire career, that one game does not even equate to half of what he accounts to on the field. He is literally on his own, island to island, leave him to himself, let him take care of his man, and you'll be okay. You don't have to focus too much on his side of the field. Now, with today's receivers and the way they are and the way they scheme, of course, there's not too many, or what I would consider true shutdown corners, but like, they really don't need to be. All they need to do is play to the best of their ability, play within the scheme, and trust the system that Dan Quinn and Morris have, set up for them. But I do believe that they will show a little bit more fight than people are giving them credit for. Yes, they are young, but they are going against Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones in practice. So that learning curve is there for them to achieve. I think people are really underrating them. And as far as the DBs, we getting Keanu Neal back. Already know what it is. Keanu Neal, our enforcer, our eraser, that stick that just comes up and pops you that paddle. That's what he is. He a paddle. You think you're just going to run up there and do some dancing in the open field, and boom, you're depleted. So I am looking forward. Hopefully he is healthy and can play a healthy, full 16 games, completely healthy. 2 ACL tears back-to-back years. That's tough. So the fact that he's seemingly back, and he feels good and he seems good and he just looks like he's ready for the season to start. There's no like sense of sadness or longing for, you know, the injuries that happened. He's over it. I really like that mindset. I think he's going to show up and show out. And of course, Ricardo Allen, the free safety, Ricardo Allen has become one of my faves just because of his fight. Like, he's a dog and he knows his plays. He knows the system. He's smart. He knows how to get people in line. He knows how to see everything on the field. He knows how the rotations are going. He's Dan Quinn's eyes on the field, and you can tell the way he helps navigate and keep everybody together, him along with Deion Jones and Grady Jarrett. It's kind of like this, like, I like that leadership. I'll take that leadership any day from top to bottom. Like, those guys are just excellent. And of course, DeMonte Casey, aka Skyhawk, the ball hawk himself, man, that boy right there, like, he has shown up and showed out every time. When Keanu Neal gets out or whatever, he's filled the strong safety position. He can hit. He's stronger than people give him credit for. Like, he can hit. He'll come up there, but he also is known for his just ability to see ball, get ball. You know, there's no problem with it. Like, he hawks the ball in, and the boy is a true ball hawk, a sky hawk, because he jumps in, he gets it. So I am really looking forward to him. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I am really confident in what this team can do going forward. I look forward to them this year. I really believe that the Brady situation is overhyped. And it's really just one of those things where we have Breeze and the Saints, we have Brady and the Bucks, and then we have the Panthers with Tyrod. So, Tyrod Taylor. I call that man Tyrod Taylor. My bad. Teddy Bridgewater as their head. I mean, it's going to make for an interesting season either way. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And yeah, so please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about it, how you feel about the whole NFC South in particular, the Falcons. Let me know. And yeah, it's your boy, Ill Will Huntingtv, reporting live from where the wild things are. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate you. Peace.